Okay, this will be an entry into PandaFrogs Monthly Coin Giveaway. So I already have a PandaFrog coin. So if I do win, I'll be donating mine off. But what you need to do is take a lock. I'm going to use this nice Lockwood 234B45 that I picked up the other day. It's got a restricted core. I haven't picked this one yet. Don't know what's inside. It was getting thrown out because no one had a key for it, so I don't need a key. So we will be putting this in here, turning this away, and trying to pick it backwards. We use the bottom of the keyway. Maybe. There we go. It feels like we got it. Now this is very awkward, isn't it? Maybe we'll turn that around. Go this way. That'll work better. Let's center that in the camera a bit better. Now, think about this. That's the right tension direction. Don't tension it backwards. Yes, he wants us to pick it facing away, which is not going to be the easiest task in the world. Being an old Lockwood, this will no doubt be full of tapered drivers, which do take a bit of learning to get used to. And my God, this is an awkward grip. Alright, a little bit of movement off one there. You want to be gentle with tapered pins. Once it feels like they might sort of be set, you just want to gently sort of nudge each one. You don't want to push into an overset. That's one of the common things people do wrong with tapered pins, is they get frustrated that they're not making any progress. They push on something that isn't really binding, and they massively overset it. And then nothing is any good anymore. So you just gotta, even if you're not really feeling anything, if it's not binding, just give it a little springy check and move on. And eventually, you'll either find one that is binding, or you'll have been making little micro taps, and the lock will just open. You don't always get a huge amount of feedback. Oh, I think we just got a little bit of core rotation there. It's a good sign. Oh, got another little click. So you just go back and forth. Just touch each one. A little gentle tap. Yeah, it feels like we're getting pretty close now. Sometimes, if you're paying attention, you'll feel just tiny micro movements in your tension tool as the core rotates like 1/100th of a degree. Oh, there it is. 100th of a degree. So there you go, picked backwards. That's pretty alright. Let's try and let's keep that turned because I do not have a key. Let's see if we can gut this thing. So, slide this in. Gonna need a big screwdriver to get that one. Used to find these old Lockwoods basically impossible to pick, but having picked many very high security locks with tapered type pins has taught me how to pick, finally, clicked the much easier style old Lockwoods, which, you know, now this is, I don't actually need to be applying pension anymore. We've got it out of that, so we can just leave that sideways. Screw the back. Yep, Loctite. Oop, get that off. Should have the Panda coin in view. Okay, now don't need to shim these. These Lockwoods are all the same, so it's fine. I always use this slightly smaller resin Sparrows folder for these. The tight tolerances mean that steel one I've got, well, aluminium one, tends to get stuck. Alright, so there's our, you can see our sort of end bitting. Let's see what we've got. Tweezers here. So 1, 2, master wafer, 3, 4, another master wafer, 5, and a wafer, 6, and a wafer. Oh, well, a few master wafers, that will have made life a little bit easier. Let's see, it looks like most of those, well, no, wait, really, because most of those, it looks like they're down here. The interesting thing will be to see if we pushed any up into the Bible. Alright, let's get these out. Driver number 1, tapered, beveled. 2, same. I expect these to all be the same, or Lockwood taper, they certainly pick that way. Okay, so that one we overset. There's 2 master wafers there. Pin, so that did make life easier. And then there'll be standard springs so they can stay in there. Alright. So, oh wow, that stack had 3 wafers in it then. So here we go. Pins. So you can see that slight lip on these. Because the tolerances on these Lockwoods, these old ones especially, are extremely good. They really do get just stuck on those. You think they'd slip right up, but they do not. And the same beveling on these key pins. It really does make them easy to overset if you're not careful. A couple of wafers there. 1, 2, 3 master wafers. Quite a bit of mastering in this one actually. But there we go. Picked in reverse for PandaFrogs Monthly Giveaway. Get your own entry in. Win yourself a shiny panda coin. Comes in its protective housing. I've shown that off before. Yeah. Ooh, and there are springs. So there we go.